Hi, I'm Carolyn Dunn, Nutrition Specialist with NC State Extension. Welcome to Homegrown in the Kitchen. The Mediterranean way of eating is certainly healthy. We know it reduces our risk of many chronic illnesses. But one of the hardest things for us to do is to incorporate fish into that. The American diet is not typically high in fish. We might not know how to cook fish, but I'm going to show you today a foolproof way to cook salmon. And this is a quick after-work recipe. It's certainly one of my go-tos. And salmon is one of those fish that has those healthy omega-3s. So here we have 2 pieces of salmon that's been portioned, about 5 ounces. It has the skin left on. And I left the skin on for a reason. It helps hold it together so that when we're cooking it, it doesn't fall apart. You can choose to eat the skin or not. It's certainly edible, but a lot of people choose not to eat the skin. So let's get a little bit of seasoning on our salmon, a little salt, just a tiny sprinkling, and you see that I'll hold the salt way up high like that and let it snow down on the food so that I'm not getting too much salt in one part of the salmon. And then a couple of different grinds of pepper there. And now we want to get our pan on. This pan, I've already heated this pan a little bit just so that we were ready to go, but I'm going to turn it back on. Usually we want to cook things presentation side down first, so that would be this side was the side that we're going to show up in the plate. We're going to do the exact opposite with this. We're going to cook this skin side down first, because doing that lets some of that fat that's under the skin render out, and it helps us sear that top part so that it's beautiful. I'm using a non-stick pan. You certainly can do that. It doesn't really matter the kind of pan, but you don't want to put any oil in the pan because the oil is going to be coming out of the salmon. Now, even though we don't have any oil in the pan to splatter, we want to get used to putting our food in the pan away from us. You start to hear that sizzle there. It's really important to listen to our food as well as look and taste. Listening to our food can tell us a lot. That tells us that it's starting to cook and sizzle. So I'm going to start my timer for 6 minutes. And depending on how done you like your salmon, you might want to increase that or decrease that. But I think 6 on each side is about a good place to start. Okay, so it's been 6 minutes, so we're going to flip our salmon. Now keep in mind I've not moved this so it gets that nice sear on the bottom. So I'm going to turn it, and you see that nice brown sear. We're going to hope to get that on the other side as well, so that when we present it on our plate, it'll be golden brown and seared. See you in another 6 minutes. Okay, it's been 6 more minutes on the presentation side. You see some of the fat that's been rendered out of the salmon. And so now we're ready to pick it up and show you the beautiful seared presentation side. And I recommend serving this with our Napa kale slaw that is also on our website. It's on the screen. This salmon was purchased fresh, but certainly frozen salmon is good too. Salmon freezes beautifully. If you have frozen salmon, thaw it in the refrigerator and make sure you pat it really dry before you put it in the pan. Thanks for joining us in Homegrown in the Kitchen.